I know there are a ton of people crying right now. Because I was almost crying. After her testimony and everything, like, that was just really beautiful. Man, especially, like, I know it was really special for us who have been here our whole lives and just been able to grow up with these people. I mean, at the point now, like, where God is just really pouring into all of our lives. It's like, it's a new season, and God is just taking me this new. I know it's been said a million times before, but it's different. It's a movement of God coming to San Jose, but it's starting here because I've never before seen all these people I've known my whole life. Some people who just like never really believed in God, even though they've been in church, really experiencing God, really their hearts just changing for God, and we're ready to rise up. And, you know, I just want to thank Pastor Richard right now because he taught us how to pray. He taught us through all our classes what it really means to serve God. It's not about these performances, even though they're amazing. Alyssa was just truly, that was amazing. I mean, all these performances have just been so great, but it doesn't matter what's on the stage. It matters what's at home. And Pastor Richard and Trina have worked in us that's what's important. It's when we take our worship home, that's when you see it on the stage, and that's when God moves. So I just want to thank him right now because that just brought me back to when I was in the game class. Now it's Activate, but still the same things are being taught, and it's just so beautiful. It just makes me so happy because there's no other life to live than the life lived for God.
Yes, amen. It's really awesome when we gather every Friday night in Upper Room and pray. Not everyone can come every week, but it's just so awesome to see the next generation just seeking God with their whole heart. And like he said, just learning to pray and learning to pray over each other and to apply the scriptures to their life. There's just nothing like that. And watching this whole generation and watching Pastor Richard and Trina just pour into them, like, you don't have to go get a testimony. You are a testimony. And it makes my heart so happy to watch these kids that are they're never going to have to go through these horrible things. They're never going to have to stand up here and say, oh, I was, all this horrible stuff happened in my life because I made all these bad choices. They're going to be able to say, God saved me from it because I never had to go through it. And that's what we are just praying over them and believing over them week after week and just watching them learn to pray that over each other and themselves and begin to value themselves as who they are in God and really just take ownership of that and begin to have a confidence in who they are is awesome. So now that we preached, I would like to introduce our drama team.
Here they are.